The views expressed on the program may not reflect the opinions of WBTK, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Domestic violence, grief, sexual abuse, homelessness, drug addiction, promiscuity, hope for help, depression, business are just some of the subjects discussed today on Reclaiming My Life with the author of Amazon's #1 best-selling book, Reclaiming My Life. Here's television and radio host Claudia Massey.
Hello, 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 good people. Look, y'all, I'm excited today because, look, we're going to be talking about this upcoming movie. And when I tell y'all this movie is very inspiring, is motivational, it's encouraging, and it will help those who are faced with some of the challenges in this movie reclaim your life. Please, y'all, help me welcome my guest, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Nakia Hamilton.
Yes, you got it right. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. Welcome to the Reclaiming My Life show.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure. Please tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Nakia Hamilton with Nakia T Hamilton. If you search me on social media, I'm a full-time filmmaker and film producer. I produce, write, edit films. I think this film here, Assured by Grace, will be probably my 30th or 31st film. So you can actually just look me up on social media and see the other content. But just a full-time filmmaker, loving what I do. And my goal is to make sure each of my films have a message in it.
All right. I love that. So, look, let me ask you now. I believe I saw somewhere that you're from Wilmington, North Kakalaki.
Yes, I am.
That's home for me as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, look, when they reached out about this interview, I was like, you should have led with that. Yeah, so Assured by Grace, look, coming out, y'all, I think it's Thursday, April the 2nd, if that's Thursday, but the day is definitely April the 2nd, Assured by Grace. Mr. Hamilton, if you would, tell us a little bit about this movie.
Well, it's about a lady that deals with her identity while living with alopecia, and she goes through a journey with relationships, friendships, and even with family members. And she ends up finding out that her true identity is in Jesus Christ.
I love that. My God, now that's powerful. You know, and I had the word here written down, powerful, because a lot of times we go through life, and even as children, you know, because alopecia, you know, sometimes it's there when we're young, you know, and we're having to go through school. You know, y'all know the bullies, okay? You know, and we're suffering with our identity and having that identity crisis. We're feeling like we're not good enough. You know, the people are laughing, not even seeing how beautiful and how unique we really are. You know, so that's why I think this movie is so powerful. And there are a lot of people who are faced with alopecia, you know, and we're not talking about it. So thank you all for this movie, Assured by Grace. Come on. Look, the name is starting to resonate more and more. Yes. So, of course, now I want to ask you, because look, y'all, it's a little twist to this that I love. So, Mr. Hamilton, which character in the movie stands out most and why?
I would say the lead character for me, because through this journey, we wanted to kind of take a different turn and really how alopecia interrupts like her life. So when you think about the driver's license, people with alopecia, that's a different experience. Dating, getting a job, all those experiences are different for somebody with alopecia. And her character expressed that. And I think that's one of the big issues that people don't realize, because when I initially mentioned alopecia to people, most people would say, well, it's just hair. But when you realize all of the situations you deal with and go through that involves your hair that you don't realize, then you understand the power of having alopecia and how you can allow that power to interrupt your life.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and if I'm not mistaken, Miss Jasmine Vanderpool, is she the lead character?
Yes, she is.
And she herself in real life has gone through or is going through the journey of alopecia.
Yes.
Wow. Come on. One more time. Powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful. Yes.
Thank
Look, I can't wait for this movie. I cannot wait. You know, and I want to say too, because some women, and including myself, you know, I've always had very long hair. It's not as long as it used to be, y'all. That's age. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I've always had very long hair. And in high school and whatnot, you would never see me like pull my hair up in a ponytail or things like that because I had very thin edges. Now, whether or not that was alopecia, but still, you know, I was very insecure about it. You know, so there's so many people, you know, who are faced with hair challenges. And even thinking about one time I was bold enough to say, okay, I'm going to get some color in my hair. You know, so look, as I'm telling this story, a lot of you all always say, you know, well, you never wear weave or, you know, you never had your eyebrows waxed or, you know, I'm just a natural girl, right? But one time I was bold enough to get my hair colored and I guess, you know, she didn't know what she was doing, but bottom line, my hair fell out, okay? So I had to start from the beginning.
Did you pray about it? I haven't prayed about it.
Yes, you know,
I guess.
When I say, you know, for women, y'all know what the waves were back in the day. When we had to get waves, I had to get a beautician to do waves as my hair grew back underneath the waves. So, you know, as Mr. Hamilton was talking about, you know, we go through different challenges, you know, and changes with our hair and how it affects our identity. If we don't choose to do it, you know, and we're faced with something, let me tell y'all, look, we can end up becoming depressed, you know, it can affect our mental. That's why I say this movie is so powerful, and I'm truly looking forward to it. You know, so what can you tell our listeners today, Mr. Hamilton, that they can expect from this movie?
They can expect encouragement. You know, they can expect love, and also they can expect an eye opener because I realize so many people don't understand about alopecia, and it surprises me that I think it's in America, I want to say 6 million or more have it, and it's ongoing, and that it's not talked about so much. So I think when they see this movie, they will find a couple of different messages, but the biggest message is love and believing in yourself. In a world of lashes, BBLs, and all these other things, sometimes what is fueling that I think is overlooked. You know, being insecure about yourself, how that can influence you to have a low self-esteem because you don't have these things that people in marketing and different companies say we need to have. And I believe when you watch this movie, you'll be able to get an understanding of all of that.
Wow. Wow. Again, powerful. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, and that's so true. And I love, you know, what you said, you know, that she found God in this, just knowing who she was. She's assured by grace. You know, a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough grace, you know, just learning to love ourselves for who we are and how God truly made us. This is wonderful. Now, were you the director, the producer?
Yes,
everything on this movie?
I wrote the movie and I directed the movie. There was another co-director, Ty Repis, and I also helped with casting. With majority of our films, we kind of do what is needed. And this film, we felt like that was needed for me to be more hands-on. And I think for me, it helped a lot because I know people with alopecia. Have spoken with them. I didn't want to make a movie and not really have a relationship or understanding of living with alopecia. The first script we wrote, it wasn't good because we didn't have the experience. But being able to sit down and talk to people like Jamie Elmore and a few other people that are advocates for alopecia, it really opened our eyes. And so I felt because I had that experience, it was needed for me to get involved. And it was very important that the lead actually had alopecia.
Wow. Wow. Well, I thank God for placing this on your heart. And I thank God for the work that you're doing in film, the impact that you're having on lives, you know, because this, I believe, will really encourage and inspire someone, that they can reclaim. There's someone out there listening today that just feel like they can't reclaim, who is in a room with their blinds closed right now, because of insecurity, but I think Jasmine as well, and like you said, you felt it was very important that she be the lead, and she too is faced, with these challenges. So, a lot of times people don't want to listen to someone who hasn't gone through, the situation. But for Jasmine to be going through the situation, come on, God. Woo! I love this. Again, powerful. I'm excited about this movie. I'm excited about the work that you all are doing. Again, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And look, for those of you who all are actually joining us on our Facebook Live on the radio page, if you all saw the screen there, y'all saw one of our faves. Joshua T. Shipman is in the movie as well. So look at there. So tell us, what role is Joshua playing?
Josh plays her ex-boyfriend. I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay, don't spoil. Look, leave it right there. Just leave it right there. Y'all tune in April the 2nd. Tell us how we can watch it on April the 2nd.
April the 2nd, go to Amazon Prime. Just type in Secure by Grace. It will pop up. Click the button, do what you need to do, then you'll be able to watch the movie. Please leave a good review. You can leave a comment in a good review, or you can give it 5 stars, but please do that. They make a huge difference. And one thing people don't get a chance to hear is when there's movies like this with a message in it, and we give good reviews and stars, it encourages the industry to put out more movies with messages.
Yes.
But when we only give stars to extreme artistic movies, I'll say, then the industry thinks that's all that we want to see. So if you want movies with messages, you want to get the word out about alopecia, you want to encourage people, please go watch it on Amazon, give it a 5-star review, and leave a positive comment. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Look, I'm encouraging my Reclaiming My Life family, y'all. Please leave the stars, leave the comments. Y'all blow it up for me, please, on April the 2nd, Assured by Grace. That's Assured by Grace. Yes, so Mr. Hamilton, please let us know how we can connect with you, because I know you have, so many other films out, and we definitely want to catch those as well.
Yes. You can really just type in my name, Nakia, Nakia T. Hamilton, Google, Amazon, Tubi, wherever, and all my information will pop up. Now, another easy way to do it is just go to my website, ilovemyvideo.com.
ilovemyvideo.com.
Yep.
I love that. Y'all can remember that, because, most of y'all walking around saying that anyway. ilovemyvideo.com. I love it. Look, Mr. Hamilton, thank you so much for stopping by Reclaiming My Life. Look, this was definitely a Reclaiming My Life moment here, because look, y'all, I feel so good about this film. I'm excited about it. Yeah, so thank you again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I just want to pray that your show continues to blow up. It continues to have progress. God continues to move in your life, and you see every blessing and everything God has for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel and receive all of that. That's why I'm telling y'all, again, powerful, because, you can feel the anointing on this man right here. So I know this movie is going to be good. I'm telling y'all. That's why I said I just feel so much love, so much energy, so much inspiration. Thank you. Look, I'm going to get off, because today, look, I'm celebrating my mother's 75th heavenly birthday, and I'm already emotional. So, look, you adding to that. So, I love you. I appreciate all that you're doing again. Until next time, you all, remember, God loves you, and whatever you're going through, that you can reclaim your life. Y'all be blessed.
You have just heard Reclaiming My Life with life coach and author Claudia Massey. To get your copy of Amazon's #1 best-selling book, Reclaiming My Life, visit www.contactclaudiamassey.com and tune in each Monday at 12 noon for Reclaiming My Life with television and radio host Claudia Massey on WBTK 1380.